Hey, what's up, guys? So, the yellow Loong boss is the last of the 4 Loong bosses that you face in Black Myth Wukong from chapter 1 all the way up to chapter 4. You've got your red Loong in chapter 1, the black Loong boss in chapter 2, the cyan Loong boss in chapter 3, and finally the yellow Loong in chapter 4. Now, the yellow Loong boss is not just the hardest Loong bosses, but it is one of the toughest boss that I have faced. And I'm about to end chapter 4. But it's still worth it. Keep trying, defeat him to unlock the transformation to yellow Loong and the golden Loong staff, which you can see has 108 damage and is a pretty good staff. Now before we get into the fight, I just want to give you a brief overview of the setup that I'm running. I've got the spike shift staff, I've got the wind tamer, I've got wandering white as my spirit, and I've got the pilgrim headband, the golden embroidered shirt, golden arm guard, and golden greaves. But the one setup that I would definitely recommend, irrespective of what equipment you're running, is the drink and the soak setup that goes with your gourd. Now as you can see, I have the medicine Buddha gourd. You can use any gourd, but I want you to focus on the drink and the soaks that I have. The drink that I have is Jade Essence. Jade Essence not only replenishes your health but also replenishes your mana, right? Now in the soaks, the first soak that I have is Purple Vein Peach Pit, which is okay, I guess. This is not the one that I want you guys to focus on, but I want you guys to focus on the second soak, which is Turtle Tear. Turtle Tear allows you to replenish a moderate amount of mana if you use the gourd with full health. Now let's get into the fight. So from the relief of Fallen Loong, just head up the cliff and let's get into the combat. Now the combat starts once you cross this line of rocks that you see in front of you. Now lock onto the enemy. The very first attack, he's going to dash towards you, which you're going to dodge. Just take a few steps back and then hit him with a pluck of many and then immediately immobilize him. Now use this time to get as much damage as you can. Try and get his health down by 40% or 50%, if you do it right. Your pluck of many should be fully upgraded. And try and get at least 3 focus point or 4 focus point heavy attacks. Now just let you and your plucks of many overwhelm him. Do not use a spirit attack. Try and dodge some of the attacks that he's going to do. And then just maintain your distance. Keep dodging this attack. Now there is one attack which he's going to do repeatedly. Maintain your distance. Consume your gourd, which if you just notice increase your mana. So this is the attack which is going to repeat quite many times. Back sweep, then dash towards you, and then the ground attack. Now this is currently a 4-step attack. It is going to evolve into a 6-step attack. Yeah, dodge this quickly. Every time he finishes his combo, you'll get an opportunity to do a couple of attacks. And yes, so your 1 focus or 2 focus heavy attack do not work on yellow Loong. This would be a good time transform to red tides. Now this, he's going into an aerial attack, which is currently a 4-step attack, and towards the end of the combat it's going to be a 6-step attack. Now while you are transformed, you would want to dodge it. Otherwise what I like to do is go into cloud step and just let him do his thing. Now during transformation, you would want to get him to fire damage, which I did not at this time, but the point of using transformation this quickly so that we get the opportunity to use it again towards the end of the combo. Dodge it quickly, that's a good dodge, and get a few attacks. Now the reason why we discussed on the drink and the soak setup initially was so that you get to use your pluck of many 2 times in this combat, because this is what worked for me after trying out everything. Now again he's into the repeated attack, dodge it. My spirit attack is still unused. I try and get a heavy attack with 3 focus point. So you can see my pluck of many cooldown is reset, and I'll try and find an opportunity to use it again. Yeah, so now you see after the 4th attack he did 2 additional steps. Now I go into the second pluck of many attack and let my friends do the damage. Now he's again going to the aerial attack. You can dodge it. I tried hitting a heavy attack to see if this can be stopped, but it didn't. So as I told you guys, I went into cloud step and I'll just let him finish off this attack, but be very wary of when your cloud step is ending, otherwise the last attack, you're going to get hurt on the last attack. Again, he's into the repeated attack. 1, 2. These are the 2 additional steps. Do not try to finish your combo after he, finishes his attack, because he's immediately going to get into the next attack. Try and get 2 to 3 hits and then just back off. So he's going to alternate between 4-step attack and the 6-step attack. My transformation is back again. His health is down to 40-45%, I would say. So last time it was a 4-step attack, this time it's going to be a 6-step attack. 1, 2. That's a good dodge. So I would recommend that you have your cloud step active at all times, because it's going to be very helpful when you want to get out of a tricky situation or the aerial attack. My god. Try and maintain your distance. He's going into the aerial attack. I immediately go into cloud step. I let him do his attack, but this time actually I was in the line of fire, so I got caught. Try and stay away and you should be good. Just be careful when he's about to end his attack, because your cloud step, if it is not fully upgraded, is going to go away real quickly. You'll have to dodge very quickly. So one suggestion, guys, try not to get the Thunderbane effect in this particular combat, because this is the problem that I faced every time. Now again, I go back to transformation, I go back to my red tide, and this time I'll try and get fire damage. I'll try and dodge as much as possible. I'll try to maintain my health, maintain my might, and just keep hitting this guy. In this particular run, I did not have the opportunity to go into a heavy attack during my transformation, but I still got the fire damage in my second attempt. Yeah, so we were talking about Thunderbane effect. So Thunderbane effect is going to slow you down and you won't be able to dodge as quickly. So it is my suggestion to not be in a position where you have Thunderbane effect, which is why the trick that worked for me was just maintaining my distance, try and stay away from his attack, and just keep waiting for his repeated attacks, because you know the pattern of that attack. It is easier to dodge this, and when you have a distance between you and the yellow Loong, he's always going to go into that repeated attack. Yeah, he's quick, bro. Again, so this is where I used my spirit attack, and it actually stopped him from going into the aerial attack. I had the opportunity. I took another hit with 3 focus point. Just heal up. I have my cloud step active at all times, and so far I do not have the Thunderbane effect. I go into immobilize, try and get a few more hits. Now we are down to the last 15-20%. Okay, so this is one of the cutscene attacks that this boss has. Every boss, most of the big bosses have a major attack which goes into a small cutscene. You would want to avoid that. Now again to the repeated attack. We are just maybe few good hits away. At this point I thought, just let my staff recharge to 3 focus point and hit him with a heavy attack. I took a bit of damage. I have the Thunderbane effect, and at this point I was really scared. I thought the run would end, but luckily he went into the repeated attack. I knew what was coming. I dodged quickly, and that's it. That's how you get him. Now this was one of the most frustrating boss fight I've had so far. It took a while, and finally, I was speechless when I finally finished this. And if you found this video to be helpful, please do share it. Please like, please subscribe. And yeah, until next time, guys.